Well, thanks for visiting us this morning at ktalnews.com and your Weather Authority app. I'm meteorologist Josh Marsons, and this is your Monday morning forecast update. Couple of changes this week as we'll continue to straddle that line between some of the springtime rains and the summer-like temperatures, but we are going to have a few dry days in the forecast this week, which we really haven't seen over the last week or so. And I think today will be one of those dry days for many of us, as we only have about a 20% chance of a late day shower or storm in the forecast, and most likely we would see that along I-30 in northeast Texas. But a few showers and storms out there today before we see an uptick in the rainfall Tuesday, so we aren't going to get out of the week without seeing some scattered storms in all locations here, but generally we will see some drier air here in the upcoming days. So we have this area of high pressure, this ridge of high pressure that is in the northern Gulf of Mexico here, and this is actually sliding back towards us, and that's actually pushing some drier air into the region today, which is going to limit some of the thunderstorms, especially in Arkansas as well as northwest Louisiana. And that ridge will kind of take over by the middle of the week here, but we actually do have a weak little front that will come through tomorrow and bring us a slightly higher chance for rain on your Tuesday. But the temperatures will feel okay in the morning, as we'll be in the 60s and low 70s here at sunrise, and then daytime highs should look pretty familiar. That's about the range of temperatures we've seen for the last week and a half or so, as we'll come in anywhere from 83 in Idabel to about 88 in Texarkana and Shreveport, and even a few 90s today, as Manny and Natchitoches will come in at 91 degrees. So over the weekend, we did find ourselves in the severe weather outlook both Saturday as well as Sunday. We had that level 1 marginal risk, as some of the storms did bring some really damaging downburst winds over the weekend, but the severe weather threat today well into Missouri and North Arkansas. Again, the Storm Prediction Center each day, they've kind of looked at the morning model runs and may see some adjustments to the outlook, so there will be another outlook issued at about 7 or 8 a.m. this morning. Very well can see maybe a marginal risk here across some of our counties in Texas and Oklahoma. Pretty much any thunderstorm this time of the year, you can get some of those strong downburst winds, but the take-home message today is that we won't see any of those organized severe weather events, be it 3 or 4 storms that may bring some warnings, but it will just be an isolated storm instead of, again, a whole bunch of storms that will bring any kind of warnings here in the upcoming days. So taking a look at your Robinson Futurecast, you can see a little bit of rain this morning north of I-30. There's just kind of a lingering area of low pressure that's out there that may help to trigger some of those early day showers north of I-30. Other than that, pretty quiet day. You can see we're staying relatively dry for most of the morning and afternoon, but once we get into the late afternoon with those temperatures in the upper 80s, again, you warm the air that much, warm the ground that much, you'll get some natural updrafts late in the day here, and with the high humidity lingering around, we'll see a few of those late day pop-up showers and storms here. And Futurecast shows maybe some of that activity as far north as Shreveport this afternoon, but there's a front coming in tomorrow, so there will be slightly higher chance for some rain on Tuesday and next 48 hours or so. So basically your rainfall totals Monday and Tuesday pretty manageable for us, as again, you get under one of these thunderstorms, you could see a quick inch or two of rain, but expectation is that generally most of us will probably see less than a quarter inch of rain over the next day or two here. So the temperatures kind of locked into the 80s this week. I'll tell you though, the winds will turn to the north tomorrow as well as Wednesday, and that will drop the humidity slightly. And because we drop that humidity, the morning and night temperatures will be much nicer as we continue through the week. So we'll wake up to a lot of mornings in the low to mid 60s this week, and the daytime highs honestly not too bad here through the middle of the week, but we are going to feel another pretty big warm up on Friday ahead of yet another cold front, which could bring some storms to begin the upcoming weekend.